Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on another team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So USF's offense will try to get something going with their first. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch, and he will touchdown Bulls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Alvarez. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marking. Georgia going up tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid. Every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammering. Running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
USF, number 25.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. South Florida, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the...
Running toward the tape. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On the run, it's Averill. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving. A little bit of running room on that return.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. Give to the running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're trying to get to it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Bulls. What a catch and run for 6.
Touchdown.
PAT unit on the field.
Number 25 with the grab and the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Florida, 21.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's loose. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pouncey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hand.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. skips away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding no...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. The Dogs will keep this drive going. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
It's a draw. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Georgia going up tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Akers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The toss to the right. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone.
The returner is tackled at the 15. And the South Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Holly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The Bulls get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to the air one more time. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Cradling that fumble and securing it. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Oh, good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down for the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. They want to finish the season. Doing that here this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside San Diego.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position. Knocks the ball down there in incompletion.
And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Casey. They'll get down and put a stop about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. Oh, they knock it free. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after the turn.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, USF.
The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, South Florida! And the fling has started.
Touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Number 24 with the carry.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Florida, 35. Georgia, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Alvarez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
First down for the offense.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Buying some time. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room. Pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Looking down the left side. Underneath toast of coverage. Got it deep downfield.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Huff. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, running back on the move. And they drag him down, but not 4. He picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this gets the ball back for its own. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Tackled immediately after the catch. Bunch formation for these receivers.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And that ball is picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On second down, wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On second down, he'll fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even. Really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Georgia, 10.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Right down the middle. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's another first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Can anyone? Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 21 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Makes the catch. It's Casey. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...